Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to the Moscow region. I'm not in Moscow, I'm outside the city today, and I'm here to show you something quite interesting, which I think a lot of people would not expect here in Russia. Let's go. In case from the thumbnail it wasn't exactly obvious what I'm coming to watch, this is American football. I'm actually here a little bit earlier than the start time. They're currently doing their drills and warm-ups, and I'm in the city of Korolev in the northeast of Moscow. Very much a suburban area of the Moscow region. Apartments right behind. And then we're here at Vympel Stadium. And it's actually a really nice location here. It's actually a multi-use facility. They've got athletics, and then they do American football, obviously, soccer, rugby, pretty much any kind of sport you wish. There's also a swimming center as well, which you can't quite see behind. And then this greater area is a very large sporting complex. There's also tennis as well. But what we're here to see is what I call American football. Now, of course, if you're from somewhere else in the world, football has got different meanings. And in Australia, we quite often call it gridiron. So actually, let me know what you call it in the comments. And I think it might be interesting how everybody names it slightly differently. The one thing I do want to say is a big thank you to the organizers of this event. This is actually the Russian Championships of American football, and this is the final match of the season. And I was fortunate enough to be able to get a press accreditation, although it's actually a free event to attend, and you can just sit in the grandstand and watch it. It's still nice to get this a little bit closer. That's why I'm wearing the vest today, and I can get a little bit closer to everybody. So I hope this is an interesting video. If you're curious about the two teams that are in the final, it's actually Spartak, which are all of these guys at this end of the field. And then the other team are the Spartans, which are actually wearing black and gold, which I'll show you in just a minute. I've actually been to one match before. I went to see the Denver Broncos play when I was working in America. And it's always so fascinating to see so many players involved in the sport. Obviously, they've got a offense and defense, so they always look like there's like twice as many players as there should be. And I'm going to tell you that these are big guys when you see them up close and stand really next to them. They're just doing a bit of warming up right now. And how cool is this location? Hopefully it won't rain, but in the forecast it said it might. And I won't be able to catch all of the match, but at least I can get the atmosphere and the feeling of being here. I am very curious as well. How many people didn't think or didn't know they played American football in Russia? Because I know in Russia they play every possible sport, but to be able to attend all the different forms of football, actually for me this weekend, yesterday I was at the soccer, which is football, today American football, and then I'm able to go see the rugby tomorrow, and I'm still in Russia because I'm here quite a bit earlier than the actual start time. Most of the Spartan team haven't come out onto the field yet. About half of them are here already. Thank you so much. And they're going through their drills and warm-ups, and so it's Spartak versus Spartans. Super interesting. But it's Such an interesting thing to come to. And I know I've got a very large American audience who watch my channel. It's about 30% of all viewers. So it's probably interesting, I think, for everybody to be able to see American football in Russia and how you can come and watch it, come and follow a favorite team and enjoy the afternoon. One thing I am very curious about coming to the match today is, do they have any expatriate players or do they have any non-Russian players? So it turns out between both teams that are playing today, we think, or at least one of the gentlemen here was saying that there is one American player on the Spartan team, and there is one gentleman who's possibly half Iranian, which you do meet a lot of people from Iran here in Russia, so that wouldn't be uncommon. But otherwise, all Russian players. And then over on the Spartak team, their running back is from China. Now I need to find out what number he is so that we can at least spot him, or we will see him in the match for sure. What? Chinese guy playing American football in Russia. It's still just so interesting for me to be able to walk out onto a field in Russia and see the line markings of a American football field. And this is, of course, a multi-use stadium. Actually, both teams that are in the final play here their home and away matches, depending on who they're playing against. So it's pretty much a home game for both teams, just the way they've got it set up. One team is on one side of the field, and then the other team is on the opposite side, purely because of the amount of players that are on the field or off the field. It's about 10 minutes to kickoff. I'm actually going to make my way to the other side of the field and at least show you a little bit of the stand and some of the supporters. And let me get out the way. I'm allowed to walk on the pitch at least for a few minutes, and the rest will all be on the sidelines. If you're wondering what they do as pre-game entertainment at Russian sporting events, arm wrestling, of course. Have a look at this guy on the left here. He's a big dude. I'm fairly sure that there's even clubs here in Russia that take part in this, and you can actually, he's so relaxed. And then check out the other thing they're hosting. Actually, I think this is a branding thing from the company, but if you can lift the wooden log like strongest man, this guy's really shaking. And you can take part. I really want to compare the atmosphere coming to this to going to Russian rugby. It's very community orientated, kids and families, and very laid back. There's definitely a seriousness to the players and the coaches. You can see a bit of a difference in the way they are and the way they're acting. And I think overall though, I think maybe there's even a bigger crowd here than the rugby. What do we think? All of the Spartans now are assembled. It's like they're going to some warrior fight. Spartak and Spartans, the way they say it now. I'm back on the field here, and it's really not quite kickoff yet, but no problems. So I found a couple of fans, and what's your name?
My name is Artem.
Artem, and where are you from?
I'm from Moscow.
You're from Moscow. Now, I think based on what your friends' shirts are, you support the Spartans?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah? And today is the championship match.
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen? What's your feelings?
I think this match will be very interesting because two strongest team on the nation. I think a match will be interesting.
And do you have any predictions of the score?
I don't have predictions. Match will be interesting.
Are you nervous?
No.
No?
No.
You're not worried? You're not like, what's going to happen?
No.
Now, somebody told me on the other team, there's a Chinese running back.
Yes. They have running back from China.
Do you think, is he comparable to like Peyton Manning, or is he...
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Do you think he knows the call Omaha, Omaha?
I don't think so.
No? Now, do you play the sport yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And today you're just observing,
Yeah, I like it.
Just a fan. And your friends? These are your friends,
yes.
colleagues? Do you go to school in Moscow?
Yes.
Yeah?
Da.
Are you in high school or?
Middle school.
Middle school. And are you from Korolev or?
I am from Moscow.
From Moscow?
Yeah.
You're amazing. So, now lastly, do you think the Spartans can win today?
I think so. I will be support Spartans.
Spartans.
Let's go Spartans.
Nice.
Одеваемся по группам.
And just like that, the Spartans are ready. The crowd's got a little bit bigger now since when I first arrived. And it's really interesting, of course, Spartak has a very big following in Russia for all sorts of different sports, particularly football, ice hockey, volleyball. So I think just based on the shirts and jerseys that people are wearing, I think there perhaps is more Spartak fans here. It's still a good turnout, really and truly, for American football. I'm curious if there's any American fans that are here. There has to be some hidden away in the stand somewhere. I've made it up to the top level of the grandstand, and I think although the microphone and music might be a little bit loud, gives you a good idea of the field where we are here, and all the crowd ready for the match. So both teams are doing their final warm-ups now and drills. I really am curious how many people actually know what's going on during the match and know the actual rules, because it's really interesting that this is very un-Russian-like as a sport. I'm somebody else to ask questions to now. What's your name?
My name is Andrei.
Pleased to meet you, Andrei. And where are you from?
From Moscow.
Are you born in Moscow?
Yes.
Wow, you're like unicorn of...
Yeah.
How many people do I ever meet and born in Moscow? Now, we're here at American football.
Yes.
Have you watched football this before?
I play football.
You play American football?
Yeah.
You're calling it football or gridiron?
I play for the second team of the Spartak, you know?
Oh, okay. So today you're just coming as eye candy for the girls.
Yes.
Sign some autographs.
Because it's like a history moment for Russian football.
Because it's the championship match.
It's championship and the Spartans. Yes.
Spartans versus Spartak.
Yes, it's like the big game because...
so this is the rivalry game.
Yes, because I don't know, like last 5 years, Spartak can beat the Spartans. You know?
Oh, so this could be interesting today then.
Yes, and the last final was very close.
Oh, okay. So now, what else can I ask you about what do you think? What are your predictions of the game, the score, maybe? Okay, I think you might be biased, but you think
Maybe by 2 touchdowns, Spartak will win.
Spartak.
Yes.
But you're a Spartans. Okay, you're a Spartak fan.
yes.
It's very complicated with two names.
Because it's like the similar Spartak, Spartans, and it sounds the same.
And do you think a lot of the fans here are coming to watch sport? Do you think they understand the rules?
Yes, because a lot of people, it's like I don't know, it's like parents of the players, you know, and the players of another teams.
Okay, so all of the American football community have come to the... and this is a home match?
It's home match for Spartak.
Okay.
And Spartans too, because it's both team from Moscow.
Interesting. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you too.
And I hope...
Nice to meet you.
I hope you win. I've said that to everybody
you,
I interview, by the way.
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
Let's see at the end.
Thank you.
All right, I've got somebody else now. Let me know what your name is.
My name is Leonid.
Leonard.
Leonid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Russian name?
Yes, Russian name. Like in 300.
Oh,
Leonid, yeah.
okay. Now, where are you from?
Right now from Moscow, actually from different cities, St. Petersburg, Murmansk, but right now I live
Murmansk.
in Murmansk, yes.
Wow. So you're really like polar bear.
Yes, yes.
Now, do you support either team today?
No, actually I'm like a journalist today, so as a photographer, so since 2015 we are covering Russian-American football, NFL, so we used to have a website, now it's a slightly different project, but still we are here.
Now, I heard today that the running back for the Spartans,
Yeah?
no, for
For
Spartak is a Chinese guy.
Yes, Suguji.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, he's playing here for a couple of years already, and he's one of the best running backs already. So you will see here actually two teams with two best running backs in Russian football right now.
Okay.
So it will be a heavy running football day.
Now, what about the weather? Will it be a factor? A bit of rain?
We don't expect rain, so this is the best weather for football, for taking pictures. So it's not sunny, it's not dark, so perfect. And I think players feel good with this weather.
And what about the crowd? Do you think they're one or the other? I think more Spartak, I think.
I see that more Spartak fans here. That's because the Spartak is a brand, so they can call out and ask people who support soccer Spartak, hockey Spartak, so they can come. So there are more Spartak fans here.
Wow, okay. And I see lots of kids as well, like there's junior.
Yeah, Spartak is a big organization, so they have junior teams, so they can bring them here to help to have fun.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's see how it goes today. It's obviously a little bit difficult to cover both teams. However, Spartak are doing their last-minute call, and the coach and the captain very cool. It really is. I'm here watching a sport that is just familiar to me, perhaps, and familiar to all these guys playing. But I've got to keep reminding myself that I'm in Russia and I'm in Moscow, and the crowd here, of course, you've got so many things you can do on a Sunday afternoon, but they're choosing to come to see American football. Let's get the game started. Definitely a very one-sided crowd, and a lot of people following Spartak. Despite the fact both teams are Moscow-based, there's a distinct Spartak following based on the cheers and the crowd. Coming round to the other side of the field where the Spartans are, it's really very difficult sometimes to follow the match. If you're watching it on TV with commentary, it's quite a bit easier because they're almost telling you what's happening with the plays. The way American football works, there is an offensive group of players and a defensive group of players, and this is where the larger amount of players on the sideline come in, because there is one part of the team playing the match and the other part of the team waiting to go on the field. And it's really super interesting to be almost behind the scenes here, watching it from behind the players. Now, of course, I'm not the best in terms of luck of catching plays or what would be touchdowns in this sport, but I will try. If there's a chance of catching a touchdown, well, maybe a running touchdown. Did he I think he got as close as possible to a touchdown. If this is my chance to catch a touchdown, it could be right now. Overthrown. No! Let me see if I can catch a touchdown. Alive. Out wide. Oh, so close. It's currently the second half now, and Spartak are leading 9-0. So there's only been one touchdown and one penalty. And have a look. Of course, my luck continues. And there is one cloud dropping the rain on the field. It's got a little bit darker as well. The crowd is still here though. And let's see if we see some touchdowns in this second half. Very typically in summertime in Moscow, we get all the seasons on the same day. And you can see the dark clouds. We just had a very big downpour for about 10 minutes or so. And now the sun's out again. It doesn't take a whole lot. Poor guy up on the stand over there. The actual match is being televised on Russian Sport TV, and then it's also on some streaming services as well. Now, just based on the score, it's 9-0 now. Spartak really have had a lot of the ball, and possibly, short of some miracle, I think they might hold on to this game. I really would love to catch a touchdown. Now, the way it goes with American football, the plays don't advance as quick as you'd like. And although you think it's just so simple to run down the field, there is so much more tactics going into it and skill amongst the offense and defense of both teams. Look at the sky now. where I'm actually standing, the sun is out. And then off in the distance, it looks like it's about to pour down out wide. Oh my gosh. So the match is all over, or the game, 16-0. I didn't catch any of the touchdowns. They were actually mostly at the other end of the field. I was trying very hard. And of course, Spartak guys are very happy. And they're spraying the water. It's quite customary to do this. As I was watching the last couple of minutes of the game, I noticed this flag right here. And this is the flag of Serbia. And then this gentleman over here is a Serbian player in the Spartak team. And I think maybe his kids and family over here. And then his brother and father. How cool is that? A Serbian player in the American team in Moscow. I think I need to apologize, as I always do, for long videos, and I think at least to show a few of the emotions of the match, I think it's more than worth it, because I think a lot of people around the world wouldn't realize that there is American football played in Russia, and I wonder how many people before now knew this, that there is a league in Russia, that there is matches. This is of course the championship match. Of course we're seeing here the runner-up team. And I think very similar to rugby, it's a very small community of players, so a lot of them know each other. They've played together, they play against each other. So it's not, you know, maybe as bad, but I think it's still tough to not win. It's a lot of emotion in sport, and I think it's definitely on show. The Spartak players are getting their medals. I wonder if they get rings as well, which would be quite similar to the American system. I think based on what I've seen today, there's a lot of similarities in what they're doing or trying to do. Of course, all the smiles on one side, and the coaches and all of the support staff, and then maybe not so good to see, but the Spartans over here. Actually, the guys over here in blue are the team that finished third, so they also got medals as well, which is always good. I think perhaps some of the players know each other and come to congratulate each other. So I might not have caught the touchdowns on the video. However, wow, for a minute I thought I was in the right spot for the photo, but they're now switching to the other side. But no worries at all. All of the players from the Spartans are now gathering at the end. the coach, the captain, is doing a small speech. I think to talk about the season and to lift people's spirits. There's quite a few emotional guys, and you love to see it in sport. Of course, there has to be a winner, there has to be a second place or a loser, and sometimes it's not good to see, but that's sport. I really hope this is an enjoyable video, or it was, and you know, to come to the championship match after they played all season, and then, you know, to see the two teams and how it's ended, it's very, very cool for me. I love sport, I love attending sport, and to stand on the pitch as well, it's even more cool. So I hope it's been an enjoyable video so far. We're almost done. I think a couple more minutes and I'll be heading on out of the stadium myself. The celebrations continue and the players getting some photographs. I think some of the fans and some of the family members have come down, and just so cool to be able to see the match, enjoy the match. Everybody wants photos with each other, and this is the gentleman from China right here with the white shirt who's just walking away. I'm a little bit afraid to ask or talk to any of the players. You know, they're in a moment, so I'll leave them to it. But it really has been very cool. And to see the team win. Lots of people on the pitch now. As I head on out of the ground and I leave the players to celebrate and commiserate, I really hope this was a good video or an enjoyable video. I think it's going to be a long video, but I can't do a whole lot. I should probably film less, should sit in the stand more, I should just wait for important moments. But I think maybe this is the only American football match on YouTube that's held here in Moscow by an Australian guy, so quite unique circumstances. So thanks everybody. Thumbs up if you like the video. Share it with a friend. Send it to somebody that probably doesn't expect to see American football played in Russia in 2025. Or let me know, did you know this was even a thing? Really and truly. And the other photographer that I was standing by for quite a bit of the match was telling me that I need to go to the Russian baseball. And I didn't even think that was a thing either. So if I can figure out the schedule, I'm gonna go and try and make a video there also. If you want to follow my Telegram, it's right here. And if you want to watch another video, it's just over here. And you can keep traveling with Russell. Okay, everybody, I'm off on another adventure. Bye.